Once, there lived a snake charmer, and he caught this venomous cobra snake and put this snake inside of a basket. So in order to train this snake, this man had to starve this cobra for a while. The snake would run out of energy, and then he would begin to train it to perform, various snake charming tricks. So this snake was inside of this basket in his home, starving. This snake didn't have food for several days, and what happened, this snake charmer decided to leave to go out to the market to get some things. So he left this basket in his house with this starving cobra snake in it, in the basket, and he went out. Now, a little while after, a little rat came. This rat climbed up on the basket and was playing around on top of it. The cobra inside of this basket realized there's something running about there. Probably it's a rat. It's a smart cobra. And hearing this, figuring out it's a rat, this cobra snake spoke to the rat. And the cobra snake said, "O Rat Maharaj," listen carefully to what he said. "O Rat Maharaj, you are so kind and generous." He never saw this rat before. He can't even see the rat, but he said, "You are so kind and generous." The rat is on the basket, but the cobra snake is given the rat basket. So he said, "You are indeed the king of the entire animal kingdom. Kindly shower your grace upon me." This rat, his little ears stood up and he listened. "Who are you speaking from within this basket?" he asked the snake. "Are you not the cobra, my greatest enemy?" Because the snake was going sss, so you could hear it was a snake. "Why do you flatter me like this?" So the rat was onto something. Why is he just flattering me like this out of the blue? If somebody starts to butter you up like this, they want something from you. The snake said, "I am not flattering you, O Emperor of Emperors. I swear right now that I shall never attack another rat again for the rest of my life. Therefore, shower your grace on me." It's a well-spoken cobra snake. So pleased with this humble attitude, apparent humble attitude of the cobra, the rat started to take the basket. He said, "O cobra, you are true, you are right. I am the Emperor of Emperors now because I am beyond your reach. You are nicely trapped inside of this basket here, and I am pleased with your words. So tell me, what can I do for you?" It worked. The snake said, "May my forked tongue ever sing the glories of you, O Maharaj. I pray all that I want is that you make a very small hole on top of this basket for me. It's hot in here. This you can do in a minute. Very easy for somebody great like you to do. This is the only favor I crave for." "Ha!" said this rat. "Is this little thing that you want me to do? You are giving me so much praise for this little thing? I will do it for you quickly, in a second." And without thinking, this rat instantly set to work to make this small little hole in the basket. Even before the hole could be completely made, what happened? The cobra sprang out of the basket and swallowed up the rat first. He was hungry. Then he escaped from the house of this snake charmer. But guess what? As he was escaping, the snake charmer was on his way back. And this snake was hungry and angry. So he saw the snake charmer, and the snake bit him. And so the snake killed the snake charmer as well. And he also died. So rat gone, snake gone. Nice story. What is the meaning of this story? Listen very carefully. The snake charmer, you and I, the sadhak, the devotee, each individual. What is this snake? The snake represents your lower mind, your vicious mind, the mind with all of these desires in them, wanting to do all of the wrong things, you know. So this lower impure mind is full of vicious, the terms are samskaras and vasanas. Samskaras are these subtle impressions that we have in us that cause us to want certain things. They manifest as vasanas, which are these, overt desires. And these things are there deep within. These things travel with us. It makes us. The basket is a little tapasya, sadhana, whatever you've done. A little self-control, let me put it, that you have. And the rat represents just a little bit of good samskaras that you have. Okay? So what happens? With great effort, you and I, the snake charmer catches hold of the snake and puts it in the basket. You and I, we catch hold of this lower mind and put it in the basket of self-control, tapasya, whatever effort that we have made. So we are trying to control ourselves, I hope. So lust, anger, greed, desires for this, that, and the other. We have all these things, but we have the knowledge of self-control. We know somehow from our scriptures that these things do not bring us happiness. So we try to contain it. Okay? So the collection of our sadhana is like this basket. The lower mind is inside of there, and we are starving it out. So it's hungry. Now, you feel that by doing this, you will fully master your mind. But what happens? When you go away, when the snake charmer went away, meaning when you relax your attention on what is taking place inside of you, what happens? This little rat, here representing, a little object of worldly pleasure, approaches the sadhak, the vicious mind, and it tries to make friendship. So you have the rat and the snake. The rat is some of the goodness in you, but the snake represents all of the bad stuff, okay, contained within your self-discipline. Your slightly illumined intellect, it says, "You wicked mind, you are my sworn enemy. How do you think I will release you?" This is the rat. But the snake is saying, he's very cunning. He's saying, you are so great. What is happening here? This lower mind is painting a picture for you of all of these desires as being very nice. It'll make you feel good. You understand? So this snake inside is trying to make a case that these things would feel good. You are not a temptation to me, the snake is saying. So you start to think as a devotee, wealth is an instrument for doing service and charity. This is a cover-up. You try to convince yourself of this. Whereas this wealth, really, you want to take it and enjoy. Spend it all and buy all kind of thing. Okay? Women are my divine mothers. You're saying this to cover up the lust inside. I like this one and that one, she well pretty, It's a cover-up. You're fooling yourself, this snake. Luxury is good. I need it to help this tired body of mine. So I need comfort and luxury. Hiding again. Okay? Behind this story that your lower mind is telling you. So, in other words, this snake really is your internal hypocrite. And we all do this. We convince ourselves against doing what is right. In a very subtle way. Now, you convince this higher self in you to make a little hole. Or you find a little hole in your sadhana. You don't pay attention. And so this little rat creates this hole now in your self-control. And what happens? This partially controlled mind with all these vasanas flies out. and eats up whatever goodness resides inside of you. And because it is starved, it's not just regular hungry, it's hungry, hungry, really hungry. And so it bites the sadhak as well. It bites you and destroys you. It consumes you, in other words. So do you realize what I'm saying? What happens to you? You try your best to keep things under control, practice self-control. But somehow, when you let one little thing slip through, it overtakes you, and then all these desires multiply, and then it leads you down the path of destruction. So this is the lesson here, to beware. Beware. Do not let your attention or your effort ever drop. Because the moment you let your guard down, boom, this snake will jump out. Your lower self will jump out, and it will only bring you ruin. This is why the first step in any sort of sadhana is awareness, attention. Focus your mind. Pay attention to what you are doing, what you are trying to achieve. If that first step isn't there, then these things are going to come back and bite you in the butt, as we say. It's going to creep up on you, find little holes, and come through. So whichever way you practice, whether Gyaan, Bhakti, Karma, they all rely on this basic principle of awareness, first and foremost. Be aware not what is going on outside, but be aware of your reactions, what's going on the inside. So I hope this lesson is clear for all aspirants, for all spiritual aspirants. This is the story of the snake and the rat. Remember it.